As a mother, we have very important roles, and the census takes place once every 10 years, which means, for example, I have four kids. My youngest is 5 months old. If I don't count her this year, then she won't be counted for the next 10 years, which can greatly impact her school, her educational experience. I also have a special needs daughter, which is kind of what led me into the importance of healthcare and just these educational systems available in my area. She has a genetic condition. When she was 1 year old, we had to seek help to our local communities, and I found our regional center to be a very valuable source. And before becoming a special needs parent, I had no idea that there were these services available. Luckily, I was able to get directed to the right place. And then I realized how important it is for there to be enough schools and enough social workers in the area to cover to provide services to children like my daughter. Um, Regional centers, even education after school activities for my young children. As mothers, one of our main concerns is not only their schools, but also their extracurricular activities like their sports, their arts programs, STEM programs. There's a lot of different factors that we have to think about as mothers, and the best way we can support our children is by making sure that each and every one of them are counted, so the funding comes directly to our children in our communities. And one of the ways I saw that firsthand during this COVID-19 crisis was when this began. I never knew that there were actually families in my neighborhood that needed help with their meals. One day I was coming home and I saw like a line outside of like around my our local school, and I was wondering what this long line was for, and they were actually lined up to get free meals. And that really struck a chord with me because I didn't realize that there were people in my community that needed help with feeding their children. So I believe that the census is so important in allocating the right budget for our children and our families, where this can really impact not at the federal level or even the state level, but at a very personal level where it can really impact our everyday, our well-being and our lifestyle. So that's why I was very honored and happy to become a census ambassador for 2020. And now that we're all kind of stuck at home, right? Like we're not really seeing friends. I don't even know how many of us are really watching TV nowadays, but I know that a lot of us are using social media. So it's been my responsibility and a civic duty to let people know, not only people in my motherhood community, but to let them know not only to fill out the census by using online, but also to let them know that to have them go to their friends and their family members and to just tell them it's so easy, 9 questions. It literally took me like 8 minutes. And just how important it is. I think as mothers, it's really, easy to think, I don't have time, I'm too busy for this, or maybe I'll do it later. But this is something that needs to be done this year. I'm really happy to hear it's 70% of us have done it in the area, but I believe the rest of the 30%, I think we can do better. So I'm really happy to part of this team, this cause that I know can greatly impact all of us and all of our children for the next 10 years, which is a long time.